You too. So here we go. This is the Werewolf Exterminator, the White Wolf, and it says Paul Maniple as Ace. I called him Ace. This was before Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. I had an Ace before that. My dad gambled, and I knew what aces were. He was a compulsive gambler. I knew that an ace was a good card, and I called my character Ace. Here we go. Paul Maniple was the werewolf exterminator. He took cases from all over the world to extinguish the curse of werewolves. He wore sunglasses and had a steel briefcase of tools for the job. Silver bullets, lasers, spelled lasers wrong, swords and rope. Those are the tools for the job. If you're going to go out killing werewolves, sunglasses are probably the most important part. One day he got a call from way up in the North Pole. Ace, we got something killing polar bears up here, and the Eskimos say it is a wolf man. Said Barney Mobbiton. That's another thing that I was not very good at as a kid, was making up last names. I didn't understand last names. I didn't understand like history or anything like that. So a lot of times I would open phone books or I would just make it up. So it's just Barney Mobbiton. Barney Mobbiton. Sounds pretty made up. Ace told him he would be on the plane the next morning. Ace flew to the land of ice and snow. There we go. There's a little bit of writing for you. When the plane landed, he was in for a shock. He saw footprints and blood leading to the first igloo. I love how in the North Pole it's just footprints and blood leading to the first igloo. Ace pulled out his revolver and put on a warm fur coat. He heard a scream from in the igloo. The excitement in these starts out quickly. Ace fired 6 shots into the hole. So right away, he hears a scream in the igloo. I see him like putting his revolver in there. Boom, 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 boom. Just like shooting into the igloo. Scream, why don't you? I'll solve this problem. Way to go, Ace. He's a pro. I wouldn't question him. He was in for shock. He pulled out his revolver and put on a warm fur coat. First scream from igloo. Ace fired 6 shots into the hole. The sound of screaming stopped. Ace crawled in and found a dead Eskimo. Oh no. He killed the Eskimo. Ace found a dead Eskimo. Of course you did. You just shot him. He was covered with white hairs. Ace knew a werewolf had killed him. I don't think a werewolf killed him, Ace. I think you fucking killed him. Ace, he's like... He's like, a werewolf. A werewolf did this. You all saw it. Covered with hairs. He knew a werewolf had killed him. Ace went to the... And he goes on. Ace went to the second igloo. So he's like, all right, on to the next one. This werewolf got away this time. But let's go on to the second igloo. The tracks got bigger and bloodier. Was he following tracks? Oh, he was. He saw footprints and blood leading the first igloo. Okay. The tracks got bigger and bloodier. An old man was fishing in a hole in the ice. My name is Ace, he said. The old man got a bite, so he reeled in a fish. Are you hungry? He asked Ace. Not right now, Ace told him. Have you seen anything strange around here? said the Exterminator. Now he's getting into the kind of a detective mode. He's not. He's asking questions now instead of just firing away. I think there's some guilt over that dead Eskimo. The old Eskimo explained a wolf man had been seen killing people and eating them. If only we knew, he cried. He bit into the fish and crawled back into the igloo. Ace followed a trail to... And that's it. If only we knew. You do know. You just told him. Ace followed the trail to a mountain of ice. There, to his surprise, was a frozen woolly mammoth. Mammoth is spelled wrong. There's a lot of things spelled wrong, but... A frozen woolly mammoth. Ace tried to defrost it. Why? Now, why would you try to defrost it? Ace tried to defrost it, but there was too much ice. Frozen solid, said Ace. Okay. The tracks led to a cave. Ace... Oh, what did I write here? Ace went inside. Ace went inside and pulled out his flashlight. He could see a dead... It looks like polar bear. He could see a dead polar bear. Something growled. It was a deadly white werewolf with glowing green eyes. Here we go. Here's the confrontation we've been waiting for. He found it. Ace knew the strength of these werewolves was too much for him, so he ran out of the cave, dropping grenades behind him. There you go. He's got grenades in there. He neglected to mention that those were in the briefcase, but so he ran out, dropping grenades behind him. The cave exploded and fell apart. Ace heard a howl. He had to lift up the rocks to make sure it was dead. The white werewolf was gone. He didn't get him. There was a hole in the ice. It's funny, every time, like, the word hole, I use the W-H-O-L. He looked down into the water and saw fish, seals, and a big shape that he thought was a walrus. What? What? What is he... How did this come about? Ace heard a howl. He had to lift up the rocks to make sure it was dead. The white werewolf was gone. There was a... Oh, the hole in the ice. So he's looking down into the water from a hole in the ice. Okay. Just then, a rock smashed over his head. Ace fell down bleeding. It's fucking on now. He was knocked out. When Ace woke up, he was wrapped in a whale blubber. He was wrapped in a whale blubber in front of a small burning fire. I'm glad the fire was burning. I don't think burning as an adjective for fire is absolutely necessary. Just small fire would have been fine, young me. Small burning fire. He was in an igloo. It was the old Eskimo again. What happened? Said Ace. The old man said, I got you out of there just in time, sonny. He handed Ace hot chocolate. Aww. Now I like that for many reasons you will all know. He handed Ace hot chocolate, which like makes sense even in our context in the stream, because now back then I probably thought it was sweet or something, but or like almost motherly, but of course Ace had been fucking just beaten. Ace had lost that one, so he's handed him some hot chocolate. It's like, you fucking lost that one, son. So I really dig that. He handed Ace some hot chocolate. And he says, you got defeated. That's perfect. That's perfect. He handed Ace hot chocolate. You got defeated. Ace got mad. I wonder if that was during the time when maybe the hot chocolate reference was real. At that point, maybe that's exactly what it came from. You got defeated. Ace got mad. I didn't think about it escaping in a hole or hitting me with a rock, he complained. Ace got mad. Well, we didn't think about it escaping the hole. The old Eskimo told him to try again tomorrow. But Ace knew he had to do it tonight. But your injury, said the old one. It won't let it tear... What? Oh, I think it was supposed to be I. I wrote it. It won't... I won't let it terrorize your people, said Ace. Then take this, said the old man. He gave Ace a silver harpoon. Here we go. Thank you, said Ace. I will make this snowy land free again. How American. I will make this snowy land free again. He has been handed a silver harpoon. Perfect for this expedition. Ace crawled out of the igloo and into the moonlight. He heard a rustling from the glaciers. From the glaciers? That can't be what I meant. Near the... No. He heard a rustling from the glaciers near the ice-cold sea. He went there and shot the harpoon into the water. Why, Ace? It came up empty. That's because the rustling came from the glaciers, not the water. What is he doing? Then a furry arm burst through the ice and grabbed his leg. Uh-oh. It was the great white wolf. It's on again. Here we go. Ace kicked at it, but the claws dragged him in. He only had seconds to live in the cold water. He saw the werewolf swimming away with one last shot. He blasted the harpoon. It smashed through the werewolf's head. There we go. There's a shot. Blood pooled into a black cloud. Ace swam to the surface, but he was trapped under ice. To make matters worst, not worse, worst. To make matters worst, there were killer whales who smelled the blood and came swimming at him. One ate the werewolf, and the other was coming for him. Shit! Ace frantically opened the steel briefcase. He's still got the steel briefcase under the water. No mention of this at all. That's got to be weighing him down, son. Like, the fact that he even has it. Ace frantically opened the steel briefcase and found a torch that worked underwater. I love how I just blatantly break the rules of torches. Like, he found a car that ran on no gas. He found a torch that worked underwater. He found a gun that shot without bullets. Just broke them. Just like, well, shit. He's got some stuff. He's got some equipment. Here we go. A torch that worked underwater. Lucky him. He blazed a circle and popped up into the snow. Just in time, Ace said. Then a rock hit him in the back of the... Then a rock hit him in the back of the head again. Not again. Ace woke up in the same igloo. Ace woke up in the same igloo. Hot chocolate! I'm not sure what happened. It was the old Eskimo. I thought I was a goner, Ace said. The old Eskimo said, you almost got your legs bit off. Almost got your legs bit off. There's more to fear than killer whales, though. Ace said, tell me about it. Eskimo, wait, tell me about it. Oh, the Eskimo took off his parka and showed Ace his neck. Uh-oh. It had huge bites and scars. Here's the twist. The old man, I think, might be the werewolf or something. It had huge... Well, no, he killed the werewolf, didn't he? It didn't say it, like, blew up the werewolf's head or something? And there was a black cloud of blood? It had a huge... He had huge bites and scars. I used to be one of them, he said. Ace pulled... I think I meant out. Ace pulled at his revolver. For safety, he said. The old man only laughed. He pulled off a boot and rolled up his pant leg. This is where a sea lion bite my leg. What? Well, how did we go from... He shows his scars on the neck. I used to be one of them. Ace pulls out a gun. For safety. The old man laughs. Here's where a sea lion bite my leg. Ace was shocked. But what about your neck, he asked. That was a white werewolf. Why would you... I don't understand my logic in that. That was the white... Oh, the neck? Yeah, that was the white werewolf. That was the white werewolf. But look where the sea lion bit my leg. What? That was the white werewolf. Ace knew what he had to do. He aimed at the old Eskimo and pulled the trigger. The old Eskimo died in a heap of blood that poured out of the igloo. For the safety of your people and yourself, Ace whispered. When he flew back home, he realized his toes got frostbitten. I guess he didn't wear boots or something. It was good to take a hot bath. He would always remember the Arctic adventure. When Barney called to say thank you, Ace said, "You're welcome." It was case closed. The end. Yeah, well, there it is. I'm not sure. That was not what I expected. It was not what I expected. It was funny. They're generally funny and stupid. That was a good one. Case fucking closed. It was case closed. For your safety, kills the Eskimo. Oh, I think Ace just hates Eskimos. I love how he shows up the first igloo, here's a, ah! Here's a scream, he's like, boom, 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 boom! Just like reaches his arm inside the igloo and starts unloading the fucking revolver. Goes in, sees a dead Eskimo. To the Senate. Sees a dead Eskimo. Knew it was the white werewolf that killed him. Dead Leaves, thank you for 11 months of support. Thank you very, very much. Love you, man. Thank you for all the wonderful stuff that you do for my stream. All the cool shit that you've made for me. It certainly makes me look a lot more professional than I am. So I appreciate it. Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right. Let's go.